look into the top 10 most expensive rapper homes. Number 10. Drake's Toronto property. Price $6.7 million. Back in 2015, Drake purchased a large property in Toronto for a cool $6.7 million, and now his plans for his mansion in the works are being revealed. The musical hitmaker's next home is in the Bridle Path area and contains 35,000 square feet of living space, with a ton of lavish perks incorporated into the home. Drizzy's extravagant home, which is still under construction, sits on 2 acres of land in the 21 Park Lane Circle and is being designed by Ferris Rafauli. The mansion's first floor will have a fancy foyer containing 2 powder rooms, a covered terrace in the kitchen, an elevator, and an entire snack lounge. Moving into the entertainment room, Drake will have a complete bar, as well as 2 covered porches for his hookah sessions and piano room. There will even be a 10-car garage and an awards room. If you want to take a look at this place, you can take a virtual tour of Drake's property online. Number 9. Pharrell Williams LA Mansion. Price $7.
Hey, I'm not going to watch all of that. When I say Kalalali, how Bashim and Shai Bashim Kodash double honors to the apostles of great millstone. Shalom to all brothers in the highway and byway, preaching this word in sincerity and in truth with much honesty. I'm Lord Shapar from the James Jamaica camp. And as you can see here, this is what Jake basically built for basically, you know, them rest, you know, building mansions, living in mansions. Once Jake gets some money, that's what Jake is gonna do, man. Get a dream house. You know what I mean? But guess what? None of these dream houses that you say the rich among our people basically build up over here in Babylon is gonna left standing when them nuclear bombs coming over, man. Cause believe it or not, there's a war on the horizon, man. Yeah, and the war is World War III. It is spoken of in the scriptures, you know, and if you study things that basically happening on a geopolitical level right now, you'll understand that seeing there is a third world war coming. There's many talks about the apocalypse, you know what I mean, which basically, hey, them crackers don't know the word apocalypse mean, you know, you know, the doomsday scenario, you know, you have everybody prepping among the so-called white man prepping for that such case, which basically that is going to happen, man, because it's scriptural. But in the midst of all that, Jake believe that this kingdom is going to continue forever. You know what I mean? And hey, them build a mansion and them don't build nothing for secure them in case of a nuclear war. Showing that them niggas don't know what the hell is going on, man. Them don't know what the hell is going on. See? Because in regards to a nuclear war, none of these houses basically have nowhere to protect you. You know what I mean? In such case. But anyway, our protection comes from the Lord, man. Our chambers that we're gonna hide in is basically coming off the Lord, man. You know what I mean? We just get the first precept. See, it said, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers." It not talk about them mansions, man. We see them niggers building, thinking that, you know, this is all to it, man. This kingdom is all to it. Shallow-minded niggers. But anyway, this is Isaiah 26 and 20. It said, "Come, my people, enter into thy chambers, shut the doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment." Why the reason why the scripture said enter in your chambers to hide yourself? You know what I mean? Because guess what? There are nuclear bombs that is going to be fired upon the earth. You know what I mean? And it's going to be so catastrophic. No house, no stone are going to left unturned according to the scriptures, man. You know what I mean? So them houses is Jake building, look, man, they're not going to stand. You know what I mean? So where you're supposed to hide yourself, you know, what chambers are supposed to hide yourself? First of all, you're supposed to hide yourself in this truth, man. And by hiding yourself in this truth, you're going to be put, delivered up into the chariots, and because the chariots is going to be the place of safety when them bombs drop. You know, the scripture say, "Come up hither." You know what I mean? you know, and them enter them ascended to heaven in a cloud. The chariots, those are the chambers that Jake is going to be protected from the nuclear war with, man. Believe it or not. If you don't want to believe it, it's up to you. But anyway, shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as if it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. Because the Lord of an indignation I'm going to bring up on the earth, and that is World War III, man. Where them bombs are going to fire, man. Them nuclear bombs are going to fire, man. You know what I mean? These are the ICBM missiles where basically going to bring that indignation, man. You know what I mean? This is Isaiah 13:5. It said, they come from a far country. What coming from a far country? The missiles coming from Russia, China, and some other places that ally with Russia and China. And even other European nations are going to fire missiles upon America, man. So the scripture said they come from a far country, from the end of heaven. Even the Lord, because the Lord is going to come on that day. That day is when the Lord is going to make him a rival, man. You see? And the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. You know what I mean? To destroy the whole land. He said, hold he, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So all the mansion you see Jake building, all the mansion them niggers building, man. See, it's not going to make no sense when them bombs start to drop. You know what I mean? And Jake, some of the only people we believe say, yo, we actually hold on some money, we believe say, yo, this thing of a continue, man. Because what the elite of the so-called white man is doing. You know the midst Jake doing that. What do you think the elite is doing, man? Let me play a video here.
You are entering one of the most secret places on Earth. It's a bunker built into a hollowed-out mountain in Colorado. It's just one of the top secret shelters where 7,000 Americans will go to in the event of nuclear annihilation.
The government built more than 100 of these bunkers and relocation facilities around.
Why you think them bunkers have been built, man? These crackers expecting war, man. Them expecting a nuclear war, man. You think all this vein? Is it a fairy tale, man? Believe it or not, man, the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai must be fulfilled, man. You see, and them things are telltale signs to show you that, look, the word is true, man. This ain't no joke, folk.
The country.
There's no room for families. Wives, children not included.
The plans to get a small number of government officials out of Washington, out of major cities, and into these bunkers around the country. And it doesn't include families.
Garrett Graff is the author of the new book, Raven Rock, the U.S. government's secret plan to save itself while the rest of us die. Another bunker is buried in Virginia at a place called Mount Weather. This is the Mount Weather facility about 60 miles west of Washington, D.C., and it looks like a typical secure government facility. It is surrounded by a chain-link fence with a barbed wire at the top.
Armed security patrol the entrance to a doomsday bunker that's reserved for the wealthy elite.
Since the election of Donald Trump, we've seen a whole new demographic of people calling in, people that didn't know we existed before.
Larry Hall is the owner of the Survival Condo Project. These 16,000-pound doors lock you inside. We're heading deep below the surface of the earth into an underground bunker like no other.
We are in a typical full-floor residential unit, and even though we are more than 100 feet underground right now, you can see that it's certainly not a claustrophobic area.
12 luxurious condos exist here with fireplaces, high-end appliances, jacuzzis, even windows. Yes, windows. High-definition TVs broadcast a live feed of the outside world right into your living room. And look at this. It's a swimming pool with a slide and waterfall. Other common areas include a movie theater, rock climbing wall, and
this is what the elite, this is what the elite and so-called white man is building. And guess what? A nigger not included, man. A nigger not included. You know what I mean? Because they are expecting war, man. You have bunkers being built all over the world. You know, you have bunkers been built all over the world, man. Seeing that's what the elites are doing, man, because they're expecting what is coming. Yeah, a nigga believe that this thing is gonna continue as it is. You know what I mean?
has won the election. But meanwhile, the elite are feverishly constructing luxury bunkers at a pace unlike anything we have ever seen before. So why are so many among the elite preparing for an imminent apocalypse when tens of millions of other Americans are anticipating a new era of peace and prosperity? Are they smarter than most of the rest of us, or are they simply being paranoid? With that,
Hey, look, man, they're about to fulfill the prophecies, man. Seeing everything is lining up to fulfill the prophecies, man. That's what's going on, man. You know what I mean? The reason why they're doing it is because, guess what? Nuclear bomb is about to fire upon the earth when World War III kick off the right way. You know what I mean? Or the way that it's expected to. Then them man are gonna retreat to all these bunkers, man. You know what I mean? In order to fulfill the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem was shy. You know what I mean? So I'm just bring out some precept because this is all written. It's all written, man. See? It's all written. This is Isaiah. We start from Isaiah 2:18. It said, the idol and the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks, digging themselves in, man, bunkers, man. You know what I mean? Digging in, preparing for war. See? And into caves and in the earth for the fear of the Lord. What the Lord is coming to do? He's coming with his weapons of indignation, man. See? And this will come as a destruction from the Almighty, as the scripture tell you right here. You know? See? Fear of the Lord. And for the glory of his majesty, when he shall arise to shake and terribly the earth. And all the earth are going to shake terribly. It tells when them bombs them drop, there will be a great earthquake, man, when them bombs drop, man. You know what I mean? That's what the scripture tell you. Yeah? Because you niggas think this thing is a joke. Yeah? This is Revelations 6:15. It said, and the kings of the earth and the great men, which is the elite, seeing these are the men, the government officials that this feature talk about in a while, and the elite, you know what I mean? The rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men, every bondman and every freeman hide themselves into dens and into rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, meaning protect us, hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, because as I said, the Lord chariots are gonna make an arrival the same day when them bombs start to fly, man. Seeing? To basically deliver the elect of the nation of Israel. Yeah? And that's what these men building them bunkers, building them dens underground right now. Seeing people are gonna flee to some cave where them know. You know what I mean? You know? Is Russia having a drill, I think a year and another ago, with how much in million of them citizens seeing I do a drill for hide from a nuclear destruction, man, like a bunker drill. You know what I mean? That's what's coming, man. Don't worry yourself. The scriptures speak of it. That's what's coming, man. Yeah? And the only protection Jake have from this that is coming is to be beamed up in them chariots, man. Yeah? Seeing? And he said, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall able to stand? You know what I mean? And the scripture tell you that look, we're going to take them out even though them got hide to them place, man, them not gonna escape because them have to go into slavery. You know what I mean? You have many scripture tell you about it. You say Amos, it say, and though they hide themselves in the tops of Carmel, and I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. You know, so you have many other scriptures, Amos 9 and 3. You have many other scriptures basically showing it. Start from up here. Slakia. You see, they dig themselves in hell, which is basically those bunkers going on how much in feet underground. Then thence mine hands shall take them, meaning the brothers, when brothers get spiritual power, brothers gonna go down to them bunkers and take out them crackers, man. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. See? Though they climb up the heavens like a space station and all of that, thence will I bring them down. So basically, all of them preparation you see that take place for World War III that the elites are preparing for, seeing when the Lord make him arrival, it's all gonna be vain, man. See, but let me show you the reason why these bunkers been built. That is the reality. That is that. So I'm nigga can see that and just go and ignore say oh that happen. You know what I mean? And not take no precaution in it at all. You know what I mean? Don't come up with your contingency plan, which basically is to put the trust and faith in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua and see what will happen to you when them bombs drop, man. You know? It'll be like a hot and spicy chicken, you can burn worse than that. Anyway, with that we say Kalalal Yahweh Shem Yahshua B'Hashem Rakah Kodash double honors to the apostle of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers from the highway and Barry preaching straight in sincerity and in truth.